So a few months ago, Stephen Colbert and all the major late night TV hosts were mocking the media talking about Joe Biden's age. Right? They thought it was a completely unworthy focus of attention. Stephen Colbert led the way in mocking that tiny segment of the news media that reported on Joe Biden's age and galloping senility.
There are 45 people who are credited to be in the Brady room, which is the White House briefing room. And let's say that Megyn Kelly is one of them. And let's say that Megyn Kelly is thinking about doing a story about Biden's age. And let's say that one of the White House Flacks says, Megyn, you can't do that, or we're going to do what? That's the part I don't get, is there has to be one or two reporters in the room who's, when they're contacted by the White House or, hectored by the White House to say you can't say that about Joe Biden's age or whatever, it would seem to me that would sort of spur them to say it. So that's another piece I don't understand about.
James Rosen asked a question directly of Joe Biden about his age and the opinion poll showing that the American public thinks he's too old, and he was banned from the White House briefing room for 8 months. Peter Baker of the New York Times, who's now reporting about the age issue post-debate, had a post talking about how the White House had been threatening, that they'd been calling. He had a mention about how the White House would call your editor if you asked questions about about his age issues. And right. Matt Taibbi, very respected journalist now in Independent, wrote a piece saying complaining that they would contact your editor about an article you're writing is the equivalent of saying, "Where are my balls?" Just saying this is a badge of honor for most actual reporters to get the source calling your boss and saying, please don't have her write that. Please don't have him write that. And one final point on the story, Cenk Uygur, liberal commentator, said he had interviewed Sam Donaldson about all his years covering the White House, storied ABC reporter. And he said his editor at ABC, every time that the editor got a call from the White House complaining about Sam Donaldson, would give Sam Donaldson a raise for doing his job. How times have changed.